Now, you did
Yeah.
say earlier about that parental influence, yeah, and you
Okay.
greeted us in the name of His Majesty. Now, is that coming
Right.
from parental influence, or did you find Rasta on your own?
On my, let me make it. Yeah, on my own. Totally on, well, not say totally on my own, but it was not a parental influence. I was the first youth in my family to start grow locks and the only Rasta. Well, me have dreadlocks for Rasta. Because
Mm.
it's two each. I cannot determine. You understand? But with the first Rasta in my family. Um Found Rastafari to looking for the Almighty. And was just so soul searching myself to find the most high. I was young. I
Mm-hmm.
was in church at the time. When time I really come to terms with it, I couldn't grow my locks. But I
Mm.
remember being in church and trying to find out who God was, and asking myself, my Sunday school teacher, and she told me not to think about it or else I was going to blaspheme, and I
Mm.
didn't like that answer. And I started searching and searching, and then I started going down the line with I start from the Old Testament really. And while going through the Old Testament, I buck up in the meaning of being a Nazarite and go trace it to the Christ, and then realize the old philosophy is a philosophy, and them put themselves in it for throw we off. But if you check the whole settings, a Nazarite is a Rasta man,
Mm-hmm.
and the whole churchical world is worshiping a Rasta man, but they refuse to accept Rastafari.
Right.
In order to be a Nazarite, you can't drink of strong wine, you can't eat of certain things, you can't. You understand? And you have to grow your ear and you can't cut it. So what is that? And if you're okay, so if even if that's a white culture, and I am a black man who try to be as godly and as Christ, I'm gonna be a Rasta man. So the
Mm.
confusion in the earth right now, I'm find out from a long time that one thing I don't believe. I don't believe anything. I think there's enough information in the earth right now for we to research and find the truth. You
Right.
understand? Or something that resembles the truth.
You don't have
So
to
I stopped
believe it; you
believing a
can
long
know it.
time. You know it. You know it, and you think. You know. You understand? Because belief is like a third party, somebody giving you something to hold on to. And a lot of
Mm.
time when we hold on to that thing and you find out 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20 years down the line, these people are liars and crooklers and crooks, wicked murderers. I've been scamming for years. You understand? But because they're so good at it, they win us over.
Yeah.
And we as a people, we need to get together, man, and stop come off of this rhetoric with people and give way. And just look within yourself. If you just stop for a minute, put on the blind focus, brother, shut your eye and start think. Just shut your eye and start think, brother. 90% of what them tell we no gossip.
Yeah.
You see me? And you don't need books to read it. I mean, classic example, and this is a free show, we're going to talk freely, right?
Yeah, man.
Um, do you think if in the beginning when Jah created heaven and earth and Adam and Eve and him as alleged, and if I'm wrong, correct me. It's alleged that Eve came from the rib of Adam, right?
Yes.
That's a story. Don't you think the Most High, who never make no mistake, would have make the side that Adam represent fertility? Wouldn't you think
Mm.
if the Most High didn't make any mistake? You see me?
Mm.
So all this belief process and this cunning and this thing and them trick with people and them take our God
Mhm.
from we and I put we through Bible and church in order to reach the Most High. Brother, we have a live antenna to the Most High. You run in a local problem and shut your eye and pray to the Most High and go sit down in one corner and see if you don't figure it out.
If him
Mm.
not show
There's a
himself.
great, let me tell you something. There's a greater God in you than is in the world. We have a tune on the album names Reach for the Stars. On the climbing album, Reach for the
Yes.
Stars. You have to listen to that song there. Yeah, when you get that chance, listen to that song there. We have to stop, brother. I'm ready to just make the youth them know. Find yourself within yourself because no one now gonna do it for you. And there's a mission out there to keep I and I at a certain level. So everyone can make it seem like we are the problem in the earth. So when time they're ready to extinct I and I, then can do it and have all the support. And that's what's going on. You understand? The youth them have to find themselves. You can't feel like say we are the scum of the earth and we just run around and do the things that people think is bad. Because all they're doing is setting us up. So when it's time to do whatever they want to do. And you see what they did? Mass execution, mass incarceration, all this mass sufferation. Look how money they spend at Israel and Ukraine. And you have
Mm.
people on the streets of America. We have sleep. Look, Right now, Atlanta, my base right now. And you and I know that when you go up on every corner in Atlanta, there's
Yeah, man.
someone asking for help.
Yeah, man. A lot of homeless in the city. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Real
It's
talk.
too much for the amount of money that's spent on these wars overseas that has you work and you pay taxes here and you wonder why so many people is so disgruntled.
Yeah, man.
You know,
Yeah, man.
it's just anyway, we talk about Ragalas.
But I'm sure Ragalox has all of that in his music, right?